Hey yo friends, welcome back to a new video. Today we're going to talk about, for the first time on this channel, a book, a novel written by Jeff Haden, and one of my personal favorites, one that has inspired me more than any book that I can actually think of. We're talking about the motivation myth, talking about this one. Today we're going to talk about 6 lessons that I learned from this book. Let's get right into it. You ready? Let's go! So, for people who actually don't know what this book is about, a book that debunks the common belief that motivation is the key to success. But instead of saying that motivation drives our success, Jeff Haden actually shows us that it is our habits, of course, that leads to success, but our consistent action, and that we can do little by little. What I personally love is that he takes a lot of quotes from a book that he read, but he also talks about the people he met, like Kirk Hammett, the guitarist of Metallica that I love a lot, and he talks about his journey of becoming one of the greatest guitarists of all time. So if you're ready, join me for 6 lessons about the motivation myth. Let's get in. So number 1, motivation comes from success. This can be a sort of a bizarre way to turn it for some people, but Jeff Haden explains it very well. Motivation, that sense of willpower, actually comes from dopamine. And dopamine comes from the sensation of accomplishing something, of doing something, of coming after a little success. So motivation actually being dopamine, this means motivation comes after success. Let me explain this to you. So Jeff Haden, if I quote him, says that motivation isn't something you have. Motivation is something you get automatically from feeling good about achieving small successes. This means that in your everyday lives, it can be any example you want, starting anything, you will rarely be motivated to continue doing that thing. You will be motivated after realizing that you can do things. For example, as I said before, he took the example of Kirk Hammett, which he interviewed a few years ago, and he said this. He didn't feel motivated at first of playing the guitar. He just had one in his cupboard, and one day he just told himself, well, I just want to play a little guitar, but he wasn't really motivated. He just had that sense of trying it without actually trying to get anything out of it. But for anyone who plays the guitar, even just the sense of taking guitar for the first time and playing just one chord actually gives you motivation to start over and over again, because you see after just doing one, which isn't that hard, that you can actually make it. It's like people who say that they can draw, they can't paint. It's like a few months ago I started running about 3 times a week, but at the beginning I really had no motivation at all. This might be the most recurrent example that people can give you about motivation, is that at first you really don't want to get outside in the cold, or even if it's really hot, to go and run, because you don't know what it's gonna do to you. If you made it, this is just a little success. You've run once, that doesn't mean you become a runner or a jogger, but that meant you just made one little success, and that proves to yourself that you can make it. It's a truly amazing phenomenon, and Jeff Haden explains it so well. So this video, of course, is 6 lessons about how this book inspires people, but of course the best way to discover it is to read it. So of course you can find it on Amazon. I'll put links in the description to see it. Of course, this is not sponsored. I have like 16 subscribers. I'm not Jeff Haden that's sponsoring me, but I wanted to share this to you. So from there, let's dive into our 2nd lesson. Number 2 is about reaching your goals. Of course, goals are made to, of course, be succeeded, to get there, to see your goal and try to identify your process. Jeff wrote a very harsh quote, I think, but I think it's really incredible. He said that ideas without actions are not ideas, they become regrets. And in a sense, he's right. If you have goals, but you don't focus on your process of little by little getting to that goal, it'll slowly turn into a regret. So this means that, of course, having dreams is incredible, but the goal needs a process, and the process can be started anytime. There are a lot of people that don't even want to start the process just a little bit, like I said before, just running once, or if they never read, they want to read just reading like 10 pages or for 15 minutes, or eating healthy every day, they just start eating healthy like 3 times a week. You just identify your problem, and from there, if you want a solution, just start little by little. You don't have to, it's very hard to do an immediate change and a huge change. That's why you have to do it little by little, and that's what's called the process. So you're here, the process is here, and your goal is here. You can't just leave the process aside. The process doesn't have to be hard to do, or doesn't have to be painful, I should say. It can be turned to be actually easy. The whole thing about doing things is getting started. It might seem pretty logical, but people don't always do it. And I found myself in a position that I told myself I'm not actually doing it, even though I want it. And from there I always started, I had to do it. Like this YouTube channel, I think that if I didn't read this book, I wouldn't have this sense of doing this, because I've always wanted to do a YouTube channel where I could talk about things like books, DVDs, or well, movies, and musicians, and everything that I absolutely love. And I wanted to share to the most people I can. So I've got friends, family on this YouTube channel. We're 16 of us, and from there I really want to share everything with people. It's one of my goals. And from there I just told myself, well, it actually seems so cool to do, and I absolutely love it, every single bit of it. So of course I'm continuing it. So if I put myself aside, I'm talking to you. If you want to start anything good or good habits, don't look all the way till the goal and telling yourself this is so far away. Just start doing a 1% by 1% evolving every day. We're going to talk about that a little later on. And just I have to say a little thing, if you try it just once, you'll never be able to regret it, because that means you tried it. I think that regret is one of the worst things that you can ever experience. So try everything you want to try. Do it for me, do it for you. Now 3, this is actually a common lesson that we can learn in a lot of motivation books, productivity books, and books that were written by successful people. That success comes from failure. Success often comes after maybe one failure or a lot of failures. This because a failure actually lets you get prepared to succeed even better. So of course you can succeed the first time, but if you fail, never quit. Consistency and perseverance, of course, is key to success. It's like having, for example, a YouTube channel. If you post regularly things that you love to do and you enjoy the process of making everything, how can you not enjoy everything that's around it? So staying consistent in things that you do little by little will help you evolve. Consistency and perseverance, like I said before, is really key to success. If you want to do like getting fit, of course, this is a very common example of going to the gym. You go to the gym once every month, it won't change anything. Or that means exercising like 9 hours every day for like a week. It won't change anything except your muscle health. That's not really good. But if you go like you exercise 30 minutes or just go jogging for like 40 minutes every single day, or maybe like 3 times a week, and it really changed my approach to doing things, and it's really a great thing to experience. And so to go back to failures, there are no shortcuts to success. That means you can't put aside the process. As I said before, you are in your position right now, there's your goal, and you have to get there. But to get there, you'll have to experience different things, and you're going to fail in some of them and succeed in some of them. And so you'll see what's good and what's not, because before that you can't actually know. It creates a resistance. I think it was in The Art of War, a book that I really loved as well, that he talks about resistance. Something that creates a resistance between you and your goal. That comes often from overthinking. Just when you're doing that, analyze it, try to delete it, but if you can't, just get it out of your head. It doesn't seem like an easy process, but it's crucial to get to success. If I had to put a quote on that lesson from Jeff Haden, it would be putting in the repetitions while trying to increase the quality of repetition is fundamental to steady and long-lasting improvement. This resumes this lesson. Now number 4, this is a really cool lesson, and it seems kind of a predictable one, but do like the people that are better than you. Jeff Haden says, do what the pros do. It's very logical and it's very powerful. If you want to get better at something and you see someone that is already better than you in that thing, listen a lot to them, but truly listen to what they have to say, and you'll often find that they will help you a lot. Once you've heard what they have to say, take that for you and try to do it yourself. And little by little, you might surpass the master, the pro. Now number 5, I've talked about this a little bit just before, but this is the 1% change. It's a very powerful lesson about improvement. It's all about how the concept of small improvements can overall create a huge impact on your life. It can be specified to anything across your life. You want to be more productive maybe? Well, slightly streamlining your morning routine, or maybe like clearing up emails, and a little bit more delegating can free up more time in your day to focus on what you want to do best. Or maybe you want to improve your relationships. This is a common one too. It's normal to want to have a better relationship with people around you. So maybe like complimenting someone. It can be someone you know or someone you don't know, and this might create a better relationship with people. Saying hello to a stranger, of course, is also a great thing. You go in the street, you see someone, you say hello, and you'll see that little by little these improvements will make you evolve, and of course will make you feel better. And this is the whole point of productivity, meaningful things, happiness in life, is to little by little improve yourself to become who you want to be. If you are who you want to be, this is incredible. Great, this is what you're looking for. If you're not, try improving yourself little by little. Accept yourself and believe in yourself. It's funny because this is such a recurrent story to tell people to believe in themselves. It's been centuries, but it still is the key to a lot of happiness. The process is as important, even more important than the goal. And the process is made doing things little by little. And Jeff Haden calls this the 1% by 1% system. This means you're doing something badly, you want to improve yourself, try doing just 1% more. As I said before, you don't run any time, just run like 15 minutes. 15 minutes is really not much. I think everyone has that time. Or just reading. As I said before, you can read even like 10 pages, 5 pages. But getting started is the base of anything you want to get through. These are so inspiring. Now, number 6 and last part of this video. I hope that you loved all of these lessons from now. What do you want? This is a crucial question about your happiness and your goals in life, is finding out what you want. But this, no one can actually tell you what you want to do. You are the only one that can. So if you don't, try to find it little by little. But if you don't know anything, but you don't want to start anything, the key to finding what you want is testing things, a lot of things. If you like music, but you don't know which instrument to start, play a few keys on the piano, on the guitar, on cello, violin, anything that you want, and you'll find yourself what suits you the best. So as I said, the 6th and last part of this incredible book is a very important one. And I want you to listen carefully and integrate this in your everyday lives for you to feel better every morning about all of your achievements. Become a serial achiever. This is what Jeff Haden says. When you want to do something, try it. Trying is often a success in itself. This isn't a quote from the book or from Jeff Haden, it's one that I told myself writing this video, and I really thought that it was an inspiring one, for me at least. It was, trying in itself is already a huge success. It's the beginning of a journey, and it's a path that you'll be able to choose. Thank you. So he says, this is not my quote, this is his, being a serial achiever is the best way of living a full, satisfying, and successful life. Thanks for watching and thanks for listening. I really hope this has inspired you. Thank you to you for watching, of course, and thank you to Jeff Haden for writing this book. Lastly, normally in these videos I wish to you an amazing day, but today I won't. Today I want to wish you an amazing life, and I'm sure you will. See you very, very soon, friends. Bye-bye.